Hey everybody, thanks for being here. This week we're in Northern California fishing the fabulous Eel River for winter steelhead. Brought to you by Corning Ford, Procure, Clacker Craft, P-Line, Max Lure, Fishfield, Brad's Fishing, Valley Marine, Ole's Fishing Charters, and Fishing Products. Now, if you want to learn how to catch more fish, stay tuned. I'm Justin Wolf and this is Angler West Television. It's a perfect morning with unusually ideal flows on the lower Eel River. And every morning of steelhead fishing starts out with a plan.
The plan is we go really see beauty and put these two onto a steelhead somehow on California's Eel River, the mighty Eel River. River level is actually perfect for down here. It's like 2650 up top. It's perfect for the main, which some years you don't even get to fish down here, but maybe a couple days and real late in the season. So this is a treat to be able to fish below the forks.
Are sleds legal on this river?
Yes.
I should have brought a power drifter.
Pick your poison. Pretty smart guy.
The one I picked is the Green Pirate. It's been a traditional steelhead color for a lot of years.
I picked the dark copper, and I really like this dark copper that Brad's does because it's that nice dark color, and sometimes you like the light one, but I prefer this in this water.
Yeah, a little pink and black, the Dr. Death pattern was good for some greenish water.
These are all brand new plugs out of the package. We did switch the hooks out to Gamakatsu, a 2 and a 4 Siwash. I bend them up a little bit, like cave them in a little bit and offset them. But once they get that, then the black Sharpie comes out, and then they get named. They get the year and the initials. So that's what happens.
I'm going to start out with some shrimp krill super gel. Just put a little bit under the bill and on the belly.
Okay, so let's go 60. It's all you. It's all you. Oh boy.
Real funky little river.
Oh, really?
So why not?
What's the trouble?
Just drop the anchor.
No, I'm gonna get out of the. I'm just waiting for him to get his. I'll go on this outside. Actually, let's go to the gravel bar. You like the gravel bar better? Ooh.
Feels like a hefty fish.
How many feet of line did it take out?
It's at 106, 40 feet.
So we have
Well, I guess that Anise Tuna worked on there, huh?
two barbless hooks and single Siwash games. Ooh, yeah, nice fish. So they're sort of 8 to 12 pounds here. There's a lot of pretty fair number of like 14 to 16 pounders. And then, jumbos get in that 17 to 19. And 20, of course, is not out of the question. You want to land it from the gravel bar?
Pick the right
or
plug.
with a net?
Bank it or net it.
Well, this looks like you picked the right plug, Fred.
Copper.
Got lucky, the copper. Or it was in the right slot. Let's see this bad boy.
Birdie.
beauty.
Welcome back to the Eel River. I'm Justin Wolf. Today we're fishing a lower section of this over 200-mile-long free-flowing river, one of many rivers in Northern California with historically excellent steelhead runs. After suffering decades of abuse, the eel is proving itself a survivor. And this morning, Jason Hambly and Chris Gjovik have netted their first Eel River steelhead with guide friend Contaoi. That fell for a Brad's copper wiggler.
Oh, looks like we got a nice wild buck here. There goes the buck. Perfect timing.
Pretty eel steelhead.
First Eel River steelhead.
That didn't take long. First 5 minutes of the eel and got one in the boat already. That was a beauty.
Expectations are high now, Fred.
Yep.
What now? Aren't we done?
When you get one that quick, you gotta keep that.
Well, let's go back up and let's get the bobber dog rigs out and see if we can't warm one up with the bobber dog. Below the forks here, we're about 20 miles to the ocean as the crow flies on this side, but up here 10 miles is the forks, and the South Fork comes from the coast side, and it comes in up above Leggett from the coast and then swings and goes north. So this is the second longest free-flowing river in North America, over 200 miles. The other fork comes from the mountains between here and I-5, and that side gets a bunch of snow. Sanhedrin, Snow Mountain. There's a pretty good snow load that comes on that side of the hills, and we did get some at Christmas. It was cold enough to put snow, and that's what puts this color in this water down here. Otherwise, it would be gin clear.
The river today is that classic, just steelhead green color, which is good, especially after this long drought we've had. I think this will keep the fish biting all day. It's pretty exciting.
So I'm really impressed. This is the first time me rowing a Clackamas, and it rode really nice in that heavy water out there. Able to back troll with one in the back, two side drifting style, with 3 plugs out. It was pretty cool. This little 6-horse Tohatsu really runs this boat really nice for going back up the river, just putting up the river in our jitney. But stable, I like it.
We're going to try going through the same piece of water with the bobber dog and setup. And what we're going to do is, we traditionally down here, they don't use this type of setup as much, but we're kind of bringing our techniques from up north, and we're going to try them here. And if they don't work, we'll use his. But we're just running a fish field bobber dog and float to a 3-way swivel. This is a P-line 3-way swivel, and I got a little slinky on here for weight, and that's about a 1/4 ounce. It's a small weight. And then we're running a couple foot leader down to a 16 millimeter soft bead, and another distance down here to a 14 millimeter soft bead.
One of the biggest techniques here of all time was boondogging, pitching the boat sideways, dragging the baits straight down river with the slinky or lead. And what bobber dogging has done is it allows you to stay off the top of the fish and really fish effectively the same way you would with boondogging. So it's a really effective technique, and guess what? These guys are really good at it. So let's see how good they actually are. Yeah. Oh, I saw that coming too.
Is it wrapped around the tip?
I just saw something weird up there on the high stick. Well, we know they're right behind that log.
Yep. I figured they would be.
So, second technique of the day, bobber dogging. It clearly works. Oh yeah, look at that beauty. That's a 3-piece rod, is that what you're running? Beautiful. That's a 3-piece rod. Is that what you're running?
Despite a broken rod, Jason Hambly has landed another beautiful Eel River steelhead on a bobber dogged rig.
So what happened was, when I went to pick up my slack and set the hook, I had the rod about behind me, and then when I came back forward, I think I wrapped the line around the tip, and then it started drawing down on it, and then it really finished it.
Nice little guillotine action.
Yeah. How to not hold a rod.
Ooh, look at this.
That fish, I have a 14 millimeter on top and a 12 on the bottom. And this is the sweet pink cherry, and then this one is the Charisse mottled. And that fish hit the bigger bead on top, the sweet pink cherry. So I'm going to get this one retired and get up a new one and load it back up with Anise Tuna. And that's 2 fish for the Anise Tuna now. So should be good. About the time we were going by that redwood, there was my line was kind of caught on the end of it. I knew there'd be, typically there's a fish laying in a little seam like that behind some structure. So I was trying to get my line over top of the log, and it caught a little bit. And finally it broke loose, and then my belly laid down and I got caught up with it. And right then it was just going past it like it should, and boom, the bobber went under, and there it was. So it was your classic scenario where they should be, it was.
Ooh, Jason.
Yeah.
That was a very late hook set.
A little late to the party.
I'm surprised you even got it.
It looked pretty well committed. It's important to pay attention to your bobber. As I was floating along, I was looking at Chris's bobber, and then I looked up and mine was gone.
It's a good problem to have. It's like another chunky Eel River steelhead. All right, nice.
Wrapped up.
Chub.
What do you think?
Texas versus steelhead.
Yeah.
This part.
No. Chris. Nice one, huh? All right.
Let me see, Jason. Let's see that beauty. Ah, fantastic.
All right, here we go.
There are no hatchery fish that are reared for this system. So any hatchery fish that there are, which is a rarity, are strays. So it's wild and self-sustaining with no hatchery intervention, but it's also no retention, and it's been that way for over 30 years. So with all the destruction from weather and man, etc., this river's in a healing time frame. So a lot less pull on the water, and there's very little draw on this system for agriculture outside of what goes down to Sonoma County, and then what is taken on the way down this system. And there's no real major farming other than illicit farming, but that there's less and less of that as the years go by. So I think we're going to see big things out of the eel in the next 10 years. Okay, good. We know there's a couple down here at the bottom then too.
Just put a little center of the middle. Good to go.
We'll run one wiggle through there and then 2 weeds. Did you get your color you wanted?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. And then, yeah, so it's a smaller profile. They're really nice in shallow water. Actually, if you can fish them in like about walking speed water. They really shine if it's less than 6 feet, like water that a lot of other plugs won't run. These will fish and really shine in that type of water. Yeah, so in Durex, this new braid is highly visible, and it's actually guaranteed for no fade for the life of the product. So that's something new in the world of braided lines. 2 up, double.
We're going back to the Eel River, but first, here's your fish field tackle connection. Now today we're doing some bobber dogging on the Eel River, which is an extremely effective technique using the Fish Field Pro Dogger floats. The Pro Doggers come in 3 sizes, medium, large, and extra large, in a couple different colors because not everybody sees color the same way. When deciding on which size float to use, it's important to think about a couple different things. Most people think first about the size of the float in relation to the amount of weight they're putting underneath it, but that might not be the most important factor. These are chop floats. That means it's a traditional float that's been chopped in half, that it lays sideways, and the river is pushing on that float. Now, the size of the face of that float is going to determine how much pressure the river is able to put on it. So a larger surface area is going to get pushed down the river faster than a float with a smaller surface area. So that's the kind of the key with Pro Dogger floats, is to match that size float to the speed of the current, and also the depth, and also the amount of weight you're using. So a little experimentation's going to send you a long ways to find the right combination that's going to put that bait in front of the fish just the way they want it. Now let's go back to the Eel River and see if we can't hook up with some more of those awesome winter steelhead.
2 up, double.
Oh, this will drop.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, this is still on there.
They're on each other. It's the same thing. This is on them.
Are you sure? This is zipping line. No, it's a double. Yeah.
It's a double. You guys got to you got to unwind from each other.
No. Stay down. Yep.
On the wee wiggler. Is yours a beast?
Yeah.
Hold on just a minute. Let me get out of the way here just a second. Fine double.
Doubles are good.
They seem to be okay with the plug. Somebody told me once they love a plug on the Eel River. Oh yeah.
That's a whopper.
That's a nice fish.
Let me get rid of this one.
This one's Teener.
I don't get to net both ends of it. Double on one of the fish I catch.
I know.
Very awesome. Oh, that's a cute.
That's a big one.
Buckfish.
Nice buck.
Not his first rodeo.
Beauty.
Double.
We thought it was a buck. It was good size, and we didn't get a good look at it, but we brought it in here to the bank, and it's just a big chunky hen. Yep.
ROR, as they call it.
Little wee wiggler.
Oh boy.
All right, we're off to the races. Right on.
Be careful when you close these eyes, kind of roll them so they don't get flat. Mash the barb. Offset it quite a bit. So pretty good offset. And then grab the shank and push in so it's almost circle hook like. See how that comes way in? And it seems to grip them pretty darn good and keep them in. The Eel River is for not eels actually, but lampreys. And they are big in the indigenous culture, and they would run up here just like salmon and steelhead and make a nest. Just like salmon and steelhead, they'll dig a rad and spawn. They're still in here, and they were important to the Indians. They smoked them and ate them however they ate them, and they still do it to this day on the Klamath and other places. But from here down to the Russian, the lampreys were part of the diet, so that's why they call it the mighty eel. Well played.
Got it right behind that rock, right next to it.
Right out of the rock garden. What a beautiful place to catch a steelhead from.
I've never really seen a place that wasn't beautiful to get a steelhead from.
Even frogwater.
Oh, it's a toad.
Fish in a lot of different rivers. It seems like some rivers the fish seem to fight a little. I don't know whether it's water temperature or what, but some fish are just real red hot fighting, and other ones don't fight that well. This one's got the genes though.
Picture perfect Eel River steelhead.
Thank you, girl.
Hey, I hope you found today's episode valuable and it helps you catch more fish. And be sure to watch this episode again, plus hundreds of other episodes on the Angler West TV YouTube channel. Plus, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, without our sponsors, there is no show, so please thank them when you can. Now, get out there and do some great fishing.